This is TJ with Tech Made Easy. Welcome to the channel. My channel is all about making things affordable, practical, and easy. And as you saw in the thumbnail, are these Chinese SSDs worth it? This SSD, and I just did a video where I used these SSDs to show how to set up 20 terabytes on any PC. It was going to cost $140. These are $29, or these are $29 each. And when I first installed it and copied files onto it, it seemed to work fine. But I just copied a few files, and then I have a folder with 17 files in it with varying sizes, and it copied that one. But then as people were making comments, I started questioning these drives more. And one thing I didn't do, and I thought I did not fill one of these drives up to see if it could be filled up to capacity. So what I did is I went ahead and tried filling that drive up to capacity. Well, so I was taking folders and files off my video server to copy files on this drive. Well, as soon as I did that, it started copying fine, and then it would just hang. And while it was hanging, basically what happened is the drive then would be disconnected from the operating system. So then I would have to turn the USB enclosure on and off for it to see it again. So I didn't know. I still didn't know if these drives were any good. Now, this is the whole thing. If you were to copy like a file at a time onto one of these, then it might be fine. But when you try to copy multiple files, and when I say multiple and large files, like 4 gigabytes each, and maybe you're trying to copy 20 of those, that's when it hangs. And so, so I thought, well, maybe it's Windows storage. So because I did it in Windows and I did it in their storage data program, so we could have a RAID with it. So I went ahead, I undid the RAID in Windows and just tried copying to one file. So then I thought, well, I'm gonna try this on my Linux desktop. So I put it on my Linux desktop, put this USB controller on there, or enclosure, and so I was using actually I was doing an NTFS pool, or not an NTFS, a Z pool, and I had the same problem. You would just crash in the middle of copying files. So then I thought, well, maybe it's this enclosure that's causing the problem, the fact that it's using USB. So I went ahead and just did one drive through a USB adapter, still did it. So I thought, well, I'm going to hook it directly to the motherboard, motherboard's controller card, and set it up, and it still did it. It didn't matter. No matter what I did, it didn't matter. So I'm not saying that these drives, like I said, if you're just copying over a file at a time, and I don't know the quality and how long these drives would last, but where I can't drag and drop a whole bunch of files and have it freeze, I don't look at this being viable. And I know that there's people on YouTube that have looked at the NVMEs from China, and they turned out not to be what they were. This basically is a retraction video. I'm putting a message on my old video that video is no longer relevant, not good, and I'm forwarding people to this video, and I apologize for anybody that watched that video and maybe got excited, and hopefully no one's ordered any of these from China. And it's too bad that these don't work, because that is a great price. And one of the things about SSDs and NVMe drives is, yeah, they have come down way in price, but once you get to the larger sizes, they're still really pricey, at least $150 or more for 4 terabyte. Now, that being said, I have found some 2 terabyte SSDs at a reasonable price that I am going to do a mini server with. And those SSDs are the real McCoy. And they're a brand name SSD as well. So again, I apologize. Don't, whatever you do, don't invest in these Chinese SSDs and NVMEs, and I apologize again. I should have tested them out further. I thought, wow, I copied it on there, it worked great, so I went forward with it. And anyway, apologize again that it turned out this way. I thought it was an exciting opportunity to get such cheap drives if they were reliable and you could actually use them. Anyway, this is TJ with Tech Made Easy. Have a great day.